On today's episode of Mr. Break Shit Down, let's break down how battle rap was started. Perception versus reality. Because the perception, everybody in Philly claim we started battle rap. Everybody in Harlem, the Bronx, Brooklyn, hell, Detroit and Cali, like everybody feel like they started this shit. So let's talk common sense. Like, I'm gonna take it from myself. I'm from West Michigan. When I grew up, my dad used to listen to music. I remember when he played Houdini, One Love, One Love. I run to the speaker taller than me. I just stand in front of the speaker, and he used to tell his boy, look, this is my son's song. So I just love hip hop. I was like maybe 2 years old, something like that. 2, 3, as far back as I can remember. So from that, I just had a love for music. I turned 6, got a keyboard for Christmas, Bobby Brown, LL. I got to playing like I Need Love, the first couple beats, Lean on Me, the first couple melodies. Not the whole song, but just them couple melodies show like I got an ear for this shit, a natural talent. Like my parents was hyping me up and proud. I remember that shit. So I always knew since then my love for music was known. I never heard of New York or LA or nothing else. I just knew I heard music and I loved it. So imagine how many people in all these cities feel exactly the same way. So then when you grow up, like, once you start rapping, some people just want to rap. And other people was built for this shit, made for this shit. A lot of people say y'all made for this shit, but I could freestyle. From a teenager to like, I'm in my 40s, I could still freestyle. I could write songs, I battle rap. Some people can only write songs, only battle rap, or only freestyle. And if you perfect any one of them and like get to the top of that, you considered a great artist. So motherfuckers who can do all that shit, what the fuck is we? Like, come on now. So I say that to say, in the process of writing when you're young, older people, they be proud of you. They give you good advice. Man, stick to that shit. You got a gift. But then they go around bragging about you. So imagine how many people like you doing what you doing. Because I say that because how I came up, it had to be other people getting bragged about in order for somebody to come back to me and say, man, I was telling somebody how cold you was, and they talking about their little cousin or their little brother or whoever, some other youngster so cold. And I'm like, bro, you gotta be the coldest, youngest nigga. So if you ever see whoever they say colder than you, you gotta show him that you better. Ain't that called a battle? I never heard of no other city, no other nothing. All I know is I had talent, people around me represented, told me I had talent to keep going. They went out and they came back to me saying, bro, it's some nigga talking about, it's some nigga hotter than you. I told him you're the nicest. And that let me know, stay on my shit. What if I do bump into somebody that's better than me or nice as me? I gotta show who the fuck I am. And that kept me, that's how battling began for me. So I can imagine in New York and LA and all these other cities, how the fuck you think battling came? I don't think nobody really like went and studied another nigga or another city. Like nowadays, yeah, because of the internet. You gotta remember, I'm from the grimy 90s. I was born in the 80s, but I came up in the 90s. So it was like, no internet then. When there's no internet, how can I study something I can't pull up and watch? We had DVDs. I remember probably in like, I was in middle school, somebody had a video when it was like you threw your album off the roof just to say that it dropped. And I was like, okay, them niggas in them big cities, that's the type of shit they on. I gotta step my shit up. Like, that was the first time I heard of some outside shit that made me feel like, not I wanna be like y'all or y'all better than me, but in order to step my shit up, I must have felt like it was an older nigga who said that shit. And it was I mean, yeah, I felt like it was a little better than me, so I was young. In order to step your shit up, you gotta feel like somebody must be better than you. So that was the first time I felt like, I didn't wanna be like him though. I just felt like I gotta get better than that. Because what if once you get that back, I'm an Aries and a warrior. So once you get that mentality, it's like, shit, you never know what you're gonna come across. Because back in them days, again, there was no cameras. So that means anytime you heard somebody's name was hot, they heard your name was hot, y'all bump into each other in the streets. It might be a store, it might be anywhere. Y'all could be at a party, anybody's house, and then when y'all bump into each other, niggas like, bro, niggas was saying he hotter than you or you hotter than him, and it's like, if you back down, you lose. You don't want to be that nigga. I was scared to battle. I was scared to rap in front of a nigga that can rap too. So it's like, we both gonna go. And that's how, like, if you can freestyle and say on the spot shit and rebuttal, all of that shit back then, it's been happening. It's just now that it's recorded, now you can identify it and label it, and oh, like new niggas rebuttaling y'all. Oh my God, he's amazing because he can freestyle. I'm not amazed by that shit. I've been freestyling for over 20 years. But I see why y'all amazed. Hollow said, Wayne stopped sipping that purple stuff. Laura let Urkel fuck, and all y'all went crazy. Ah! And I'm thinking to myself, when Phife Dawg said it, it was hot to me. So to hear him say it in a different way, will y'all fall off? Will Laura fuck Urkel? Never. Just to smell the aroma. Kid, my shit's the bomb. Smell my shit, Oklahoma, some shit. That's my peeps in Oklahoma. When Phife said it, it was hot to me. So yeah, I'm one of the niggas with the memories, like everything, a program, computer. So I remember that shit. I didn't expose niggas for biting. I exposed a nigga from Pontiac for biting, what was it, Dre Dennis versus Chess. One of them niggas said, remember the time. Nigga gonna come in my city saying that same shit. Man, you ain't finna come over here biting. I'm exposing you. That nigga talking about we jealous and blah, blah, blah. Nigga, nobody here jealous of a nigga that's biting. We all write our own shit. Fuck wrong with you? And I exposed some other nigga from like East Michigan, bit some kaboom shit against Tay-Rock. Like, I don't play that biting shit. I'm exposing that shit. I'm from that era. You gotta be original. You had to be gangster. You had to be real. Y'all niggas, all you gotta do now is just get on the internet and say the right shit. You ain't even gotta be in the streets. You ain't gotta sell no dope. You ain't gotta shoot no guns. You ain't gotta put in no work. You ain't gotta do shit. You ain't gotta be tough. You ain't gotta fight. All you gotta do is say the right shit and get the right crowd. Battle rap became that bullshit, but again, how it all started, if that's how it started in my city, and I'm from a, like, Grand Rapids, a lot of people don't even know about us. Floyd put us on. A lot of people know about us because of Floyd. A lot of people still don't know, but we got some talent in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? We the second biggest city in Michigan. For real, for real. So a lot of people know about Detroit, the Yak, Flint. Shout out to them niggas. Y'all represent, y'all putting on for the glove. But I'm just saying, though, there's more to it than that. So in my city, I know that's how it started for me. So just like multiply that throughout every other city. And them New York niggas probably was the same way. If you talented, you got a love for this shit, a love for this music. You're not looking at another nigga to be like, oh, I want to be like him. And no, it wasn't no cameras back then. So you just only could be like you and say your own shit. So shit, that's what it is. Mr. Break shit down, man. ChalkEmOut, break shit down. I'm finna start doing this shit how it's supposed to be did.